If you skipped ahead, go back, you missed something important. Links are in the description because none of what's about to happen means anything unless you understand how many versions of him already failed. The glass didn't shatter, it opened like a breath, like the surface had been waiting to exhale. Marcus couldn't move, his body locked, his thoughts splintering as the reflection stepped out, not a copy, not a shadow. Him, perfect, same face, same scars, same eyes, but calm, controlled, certain. The other Marcus adjusted his sleeves like he'd just walked into a meeting, then looked around the apartment, measured it, owned it. Smaller than I remember, he said quietly. Marcus found his voice, barely. What are you? The other him smiled faintly. I'm the version that made the right choices. The woman in red stepped back, pulling Marcus with her. No, she whispered. Don't listen to it. But Marcus couldn't look away. Because every movement, every blink was exactly how he moved, just better, cleaner, like a refined version. You've been watching me, Marcus said. The other him tilted his head. We've all been watching each other. A chill ran down Marcus's spine. All of them? He asked. The mirror flickered behind the figure. The hallway returned, doors, infinite, and inside each one alive. Aversion, different outcomes, different fates, every possibility branches. The other Marcus said softly, but only one continues. Marcus shook his head. That's not how reality works. The other him stepped closer. Reality isn't what you think it is. The air felt heavy now, thick, like pressure building inside Marcus's skull. You're just a copy, Marcus snapped. A projection, a pause, then a small smile. You still believe you're the original? The words hit something deep, something fragile. Marcus's thoughts stuttered. Of course I am. Then why don't your memories align? Marcus froze. The room seemed to tilt. Why do you have gaps? The other him continued. Why do your logs show choices you don't remember making? Marcus's breath shortened. Because you weren't chosen for those paths. The woman in red stepped forward. Stop. You're destabilizing him. The other Marcus glanced at her, cold. You're already destabilized. Her jaw tightened. You're not supposed to be here. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Marcus looked between them. Someone explain what's happening. Silence. Then the other him spoke, slow, precise. The mirror doesn't predict the future. Marcus swallowed. It filters it. A beat. Every decision creates divergence. Every divergence creates versions. Marcus shook his head. That's theory. That's not. It selects the most optimal outcome. Marcus's stomach dropped and deletes the rest. The word echoed. Deletes. Marcus staggered back. No, yes. The other him stepped closer again. You're not the original, Marcus. Each word landed heavier than the last. You're one of many iterations. The woman in red whispered, Don't, but it was too late. Marcus felt it, something breaking loose in his mind. Memories flickering, rearranging. He saw flashes him answering the call, him staying at the him trusting her, him dying, different ways, different endings, all real, all his. I remember. He whispered. The other Marcus nodded. Because those versions were you. Marcus's knees weakened, and now? His voice barely existed. The other him met his eyes. Now you're the version that gets replaced. Silence, total, crushing. Marcus looked at his hands. They didn't feel like his. Nothing did. The woman grabbed his arm again. You can still break the sequence. The other Marcus laughed. Soft. You already tried that. Marcus looked at her, desperate. How do we stop it? Her eyes locked onto his. We don't let it finish sinking. The other him's smile faded slightly. Too late. The mirror pulsed, bright, violent. The hallway collapsed into light. The doors slammed shut, one by one, fast, louder, closer. Marcus's head throbbed. What does sinking do? He gasped. The woman answered. It merges the selected version into reality. Marcus's chest tightened. And me? She hesitated. Then you get overwritten. The word echoed. Overwritten, like code, like he was never more than data. Marcus looked at the other him, at the calm, the certainty. You're going to replace me? No, the other him said. I already did. Marcus froze. What? The other him stepped even closer, now inches away. You're just the delay. 3 seconds, the first glitch, Marcus's mind snapped into place. No. Yes, the other him leaned in, voice barely above a whisper. You've been behind the entire time. Marcus stumbled backward, his breathing collapsing. That's why nothing lines up, the other him continued. That's why your reflection moves first. Marcus shook his head violently. No, I made choices, you followed them. The woman's grip tightened. Marcus listened to me, but her voice distorted, like it was fading, like she was losing signal. Marcus looked at her, her edges blurred, flickering. Know what's happening to you? She met his eyes, sad, resigned. I wasn't selected either. Her hand slipped through his, not solid anymore. Wait, I tried to warn you. Her form fractured, pieces dissolving into static. You weren't supposed to open the door. Then she was gone, just gone. Marcus stood alone. The other him straightened his jacket. It's cleaner. This way, Marcus's chest heaved. You killed her? No, he said calmly. She was never going to persist. Marcus lunged, desperate, angry. His hands hit nothing. The other him didn't stop him, didn't need to. Marcus's body passed through like he wasn't fully there anymore, like he was already fading. No. No, no, the mirror flared one final time. Synchronization complete. Marcus felt it. Not pain, not exactly, something else. Unraveling, like threads being pulled out of him, memory first, names, faces, the sound of his own voice. He looked at the other him now standing exactly where he had been, perfect, seamless, real. You were useful, the other Marcus said. Quietly, Marcus tried to speak. Nothing came out. His reflection, no, the real one, now looked into the mirror, adjusted his posture. Smiled slightly, satisfied. Marcus's vision blurred, fading, piece by piece. He tried to remember something, anything, but it slipped away before he could hold it. The last thing he saw was himself, living, continuing, uninterrupted. Like he had never existed, and just before everything went dark, the mirror flickered once more. A new line appeared, waiting, patient, for the next version. Initializing alternate sequence. Silence, a reflection formed, another Marcus, confused, breathing, alive, for now, and somewhere deep in the system a voice whispered, You were never the original, the end.